And the iHeart Podcast Award goes to New Heights.
Hey lovers of rumors. Fasten your seatbelts because we're about to blast you with shocking scoops. First, the Kelce Brothers are about to make a lot of money from a radio deal that will blow people away. There is a very good chance that Travis and Jason Kelce will make a huge $100 million for their hit show. Besides that, the Kelces are also making a fuss with their beer brand, Garage Beer. Making fun of the name of an Ohio metal band, they mix rock and roll and football humor in a way that only the Kelce Brothers can. Around the same time, a drag show version of The Last Supper at the Paris Olympics has made Christian critics very angry. The show made a lot of noise on social media, with people calling it everything from blasphemous to sacrilegious. Also, don't miss the Jason Kelce fashion show in Paris. He's making every event a style statement with berets and American flag shirts. Just one last thing, Taylor Swift's Eras Tour keeps surprising fans with new songs that make them want more. Watch this space for more hot rumors and juicy information. The Kelce boys are about to get really lucky.
Coming in hot. All right now.
That's right. New news, Trav. We won Podcast of the Year!
Get the fuck out of here.
We did it!
We won Podcast of the Year? Oh, nice.
We are actually, right now, we're talking to the entire iHeart Podcast Awards audience right now. According to iHeart Podcast Awards we did.
People actually listen to this.
The people that voted for this award did.
But we are honored. We are honored to accept this award. Podcast of the Year is it's big.
All of the 92%ers out there, aka Swifties, who voted for us to win this award. To receive an award like this is beyond humbling, and it is beyond rewarding when we get to find out that it resonates with so many people out there. Listen, we absolutely love making this podcast each and every week.
And you guys make this show what it is. We truly appreciate you guys. To the 92%ers, thank you guys as well. And to our production team and crew, we can't not thank Wave. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Word on the street is that Travis and Jason Kelce are very close to signing a huge $100 million deal for their incredibly famous podcast, New Heights. Yes, that's right, $100 million. The deal is the talk of the town because insiders say Amazon's Wonder is after their show. But wait, it gets even better. The excitement about New Heights has gone through the roof since Travis's relationship with Taylor Swift made headlines. Do you remember how Travis tried to shoot his shot with Taylor? We talked about it on the show. That small move made Swift fans go crazy and boosted their streaming numbers through the roof. Like every time Travis and Taylor are in the news, New Heights does well. Don't forget that they're not the only ones making money. Alex Cooper wants to make a $100 million deal with Sirius for her show Call Her Daddy. Trevor Noah is in talks with Spotify about the second season of What Now? There are still stories about deals like Joe Rogan's $250 million deal with Spotify. The Kelce have been on the podcast wave since 2022. They've done everything from live shows in London to chats with people around the world. Jason is getting ready to work as an ESPN analyst, and Travis is juggling his duties as chief with new TV jobs. This podcast deal seems like the cherry on top of their already great relationship. Watch out, because the Kelce brothers are about to make a lot of money.
Has that allowed you guys to, because it's not just sports.
We know that, a lot of the guys tune in and women turn in are diehard football fans, and they want that content. Absolutely, yeah. I think, we want to be careful to really stay loyal to the people that have tuned in from day one. And
right.
What we're going to talk about next, you got to listen to your viewers, and you have to listen to the comments and your demographic, and to see,
but now it's really expanded, and it's been fun for me. The demographic shift, we've been kind of a lifestyle because we just talk about our lives, has given reasons for girls to get involved in a sport. In some ways, the show and everything that's transpired over the past year, and our show gets to be another place where those worlds collide, which is awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
And with that being said, we do have a lot of new football fans coming in, so necessarily dumb it down or make it more simple so that everybody can follow along and still enjoy the show.
You guys, Jason and Travis Kelce, really know how to mix business with a little rock and roll fun. They are making news with their Chicago-based beer company, Garage Beer, thanks to their great football team and Taylor's famous bow. But they're not only making a fuss, their new move is also making people laugh. So what's the deal? The Kelce brothers made fun of the Ohio metal band Sanguisugabogg, and it's just as funny as it sounds. Garage Beer changed the band's image from its known dark and gnarly look to something more fun. The Kelce version, which is full of tongue-in-cheek humor, is very different from what the band usually does, which is dark and nasty. This silly prank is all about making money and having fun. It's not often that NFL stars make fun of a local metal band with their beer brand, even if it's known for having over-the-top looks. Travis and Jason Kelce thought it would be funny to add some humor to their hops. The Kelce brothers are once again showing that they're not just famous athletes, but also great at getting attention through fun activities. Their beer company is becoming popular, and the brothers' antics are making news. Just remember that it's not just about the beer when you open a cold one from Garage Beer, it's also about the laughs. There was a lot of controversy at the opening event of the Paris Olympics when a drag show made fun of Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting The Last Supper. A lot of people are angry about the show, which had drag queens in flashy costumes. This is especially true among Christians. Over-the-top performers dressed as the famous picture of Jesus and his disciples took center stage in this act that made people scratch their heads.
This is everything holy about Christianity, and we say absolutely nothing about it and say, oh, you cannot even complain. And to sit here and let France mock the country, mock your religion, make fun of every single thing you feel holy. This is the Last Supper. What are we doing wrong by saying that this is disgusting? This is not art.
One drag queen wore a big silver halo, and another was painted blue with flowers that made fun of the meal. A lot of people on social media were upset about the show, saying it was offensive to Christian symbols. Many well-known people and critics have joined the outrage and called the performance everything from an abomination to a sacrilegious stunt as an intentional insult to Christians around the world. Some critics say that the Olympics, which are supposed to bring people together, have turned millions of Christian watchers off. The Paris Olympics officials defended the show by saying it was meant to show how silly it is for people to be violent to each other. This reason, however, hasn't done much to stop the reaction. A picture of Marie Antoinette without her head and scenes that made people think of a sexual encounter were also part of the event, which added fuel to the fire. French conservative Marianne Marechal has stepped in to make it clear that this image does not show how all French people feel. She wants people to see it as an insult from a small group of left-wingers. It's clear that religious and cultural symbols can cause a lot of trouble, especially on a worldwide level. There are still a lot of stories about Jason Kelce at the Paris Olympics, and it's not just because he's cheering for Team USA. Every event the former NFL star has been in has been a high-fashion affair, and Paris, with its famous style, is the right setting. Jason and his wife Kylie have been seen cheering, which shows that the City of Lights has moved him. His clothes are like his own special fashion show. He wore a Navy Team USA t-shirt and a cap that matched on July 27th. This outfit is getting a lot of attention on social media. One tweet made a joke about how his Olympic outfits were like his famous game day outfits, which included the famous flip-flops and jeans mix. The fashion show didn't end there. Jason wore his parade again at the July 28th Women's Rugby Games, this time with a red, white, and blue Team USA shirt. His growing fashion fame was helped by Instagram posts that showed him arm fighting with rugby player Nicole and hanging out with Elon Amar. For a friendly field hockey game the next day, he wore a blue Paris 2024 shirt, a navy cap, and Boss shorts. The best part was saved for last. Jason looked great in the July 30th final of the women's gymnastics team. He wore a button-down shirt with the American flag and a salute to rugby star Ilona Mark. After days of fun with fashion, Kylie shared a funny video of Jason, who was still wearing his Mar t-shirt and looking through his phone. The comment made fun of their Olympic wins and Jason's stylish exhaustion. Jason may not be fighting, but he is winning in terms of stakes. Taylor's Eras Tour has been full of shocks. Fans have been on edge the whole time thanks to the unpredictable set lists and jaw-dropping performances. Since her tour began in March 2023, Taylor has surprised fans with a lot of new songs, which makes each show different. Taylor began a recent worldwide tour in Tokyo in 2024 with Holy Ground and Dear Reader. He then played Eyes Open and Electric Touch in Melbourne. She wowed the crowd with Red, You're Losing Me, and a mix of Getaway Car August and The Other Side of the Door. Sydney was no different. They mixed Comeback, Be Here, and Daylight together, played Teardrops on My Guitar, and surprised everyone by singing White Horse with Sabrina Carpenter. Taylor kept the magic alive in Paris with songs like Paris and LL and Is It Over Now and Out of the Woods. Stockholm was just as exciting, with a mix of I Think He Knows Gorgeous plus Guilty of Sin, Say Don't Go Welcome to New York, and Clean. It wasn't just Lisbon and Madrid that had great mashups. Sparks Fly, Did I Can Fix Them? No Really I Can, and Come Back, Be Here, and The Way I Love You. Once we got back to the US, Taylor's shocks began in Glendale, Arizona, with Mirrorball Tim McGraw, then performed A State of Grace and This Is Me Trying in Las Vegas. Taylor's Eras Tour is full of shocks, as shown by the fact that each show is different and exciting. Fans are still really looking forward to hearing tunes from Reputation and Lover. That's all there is to this video, folks. Have a nice trip.